Hello friends, this is my first video on organic chemistry. I hope you like it. For any suggestions, please write in the comment section. Today we will start with our very first topic, that is nomenclature. Before starting with IUPAC, let us talk about some general names which are frequently used in question. So let us start with different types of alkyne, alkynyl and alkynyl groups. First we will talk about the general molecular formula. The general molecular formula of alkane is represented as CnH2n plus 2. This general molecular formula is represented for alkane group only. While if we talk about CnH2n, it represents the formula of cyclic compounds as well as for an alkene. Next, if we remove one hydrogen from an alkane, we form an alkyl group. For example, if we remove one hydrogen from methane, we get a methyl group. And here this dash represents a free valency where we can add a chloride group or fluoride group or any other substituent group. The general molecular formula of alkyl is CnH2n plus 1. Similarly, if we remove one hydrogen from an alkene, we get an alkynyl group whose general molecular formula is CnH2n minus 1. For example, if we remove one hydrogen from an ethene, we get an ethynyl group. Similarly, here also we have a free valency which can be substituted by hydrogen either or any other substituent group. Next, let us talk about isoalkyl group. हम iso वर्ड तब यूज़ करते हैं जब when all the carbon form a straight chain except one methyl group at the second position. As you can see here, the parent chain is of 2 carbon, this, and there is a one methyl group that is separated from the parent chain. This group is treated as isopropyl group. Similarly, we have isobutyl group. One exception is isooctane. See, as you can see here, the structure of isooctane. Many people are confused as when to use iso or secondary. Iso, as I said, is used when all the carbon atoms form a straight chain except one methyl at the second carbon. But sec is used when any functional group is linked to secondary carbon. For example, as you can see here, this represents an isoalkyl group, while this is a secondary alcohol. Here in this example, we have the parent chain of 4 carbon with a methyl group at the second position. Here we have a OH group attached at the secondary carbon, so hence it is a secondary alcohol. Our next alkyl group is a new alkyl group. In new alkyl group, there are 2 methyl groups that are separated from the parent chain. For example, here the parent chain is of 3 carbon and 2 methyl groups are attached to the second carbon position. Here we have the free valency which can be substituted by hydrogen or any other substituent group. If it is substituted by hydrogen, then it will form neopentane. Similarly, we have neohexyl group also. Now the people are confused between when to use neo and when to use tertiary. Tertiary is used when any functional group is attached directly with the tertiary carbon here. While in neoalkyl group, the functional group or the substituent is attached to the primary carbon only here. As you can see here, this represents a neoalcohol group while this is a tertiary alcohol group. In neoalcohol group, the alcohol group is not attached directly to the tertiary carbon but to the carbon next to it. While in a tertiary alcohol group, the alcohol group is attached to the tertiary carbon itself. Now we will start with IUPAC nomenclature. In IUPAC nomenclature, we have secondary prefix, primary prefix, word root, primary suffix and secondary suffix. In secondary prefix, we use the substituents like chloro, nitro, bromo, like that. Primary prefix is used when we have cyclic compounds. It could be a single ring cyclic compound. We use the prefix cyclo for that. If we have two rings, it could be a bicyclo compound or a spiro compound. We will learn this in our next lecture. Next is word root. Word root represents the number of carbon atom in the parent chain. I'll tell you what is parent chain in the next lecture when we will do the rules. If the parent chain is of 1 carbon, then we use the word meth. If it is of 2 carbon, we use the word eth. For 3, prop, 4, but, and so on, like that. Now the next is primary suffix. Primary suffix represents the nature of bond. If it is carbon-carbon single bond, then we use the word ane. If it is carbon-carbon double bond, then we use the word ene. And if it is carbon-carbon triple bond, we use the word ine. Lastly, we have the secondary suffix. When we have a functional group in our compound, then we use the secondary suffix. It could be an alcohol group, carboxylic group, sulfonic group, etc. like that. So this is all about my first lecture. In the next lecture, we will talk about more about IUPAC nomenclature, its rules, and what are the different types of functional group, and if the functional group is regarded as prefixes, then what type of word is used, and when it is regarded as secondary suffix, then what word is used. So, अगर आपको वीडियो पसंद आई हो तो प्लीज़ लाइक कीजिएगा, सब्सक्राइब इट एंड शेयर इट. थैंक यू.